Ron Paul supporters have been none too shy about donating their dollars and their time to try to get him a foothold in New Hampshire and elsewhere. And one of those supporters joins us now. He is Barry Goldwater Jr., and he is a Ron Paul fan. Good morning, Barry.
Good morning, Megan.
Thanks for being here. Barry, our folks may not know that you are a retired congressman and the son of Barry Goldwater.
Senator Goldwater ran here in New Hampshire in 1964 and lost to a write-in, Henry Cabot Lodge.
Yeah, well, and you're hoping that Ron Paul will have some sort of success in New Hampshire. His poll numbers look good there in comparison to how they look in the rest of the country. What are you hoping will happen tomorrow night? You don't really think he's going to win, I imagine. Well,
no, but his message is important. And, you know, it was shame on Fox for not having him on the debates last night. That was not right. Here's a man who came in third in Iowa. He beat Thompson, and yet Thompson was on the debates. He's ahead of Thompson in New Hampshire, and he's even with Giuliani. He's a significant factor in this campaign, and his voice and his message should be heard.
Ron Paul did not come in third in Iowa, but the reason he was excluded from the Republican Forum, as you know, is that Ron Paul's only polling in the very low single digits nationally, and so Fox News just instituted a broad-based rule saying anybody who's below a certain percentage point doesn't come on. That's why Duncan Hunter didn't come on. That's why Ron Paul didn't come on. But in any event, Ron Paul is having his own forum of sorts, trying to get his message out, and that happens today, as I understand it?
Yes, but you see, that's an example of the electronic media distorting the political picture. You should allow all voices to be heard until we get down to the final two.
Well, but there is an argument, Barry, correct me if I'm wrong, for providing a forum to those candidates who have such a foothold nationally that they actually have a chance of being the Republican nominee, which, you know, even many of Ron Paul's supporters will tell you he does not.
You know, in 1964, my father was not even showing in the polls, but he went on to win the Republican primary. It's too early for you to decide on who's going to be the nominee, and you should allow all the voices to be heard, especially early in these races.
Well, we invited Ron Paul on this broadcast both yesterday and today, and he turned us down. We've had you on because we thought somebody who supported Ron Paul would like to get out his message rather than debate the Republican Forum. Is that something you'd like to do?
Well, let's do that.
Let's do that. What do you think are the top qualities that Ron Paul has that viewers should know about? A lot of folks just know he's sort of this maverick who shows up to certain events and makes some funny points, but they don't really know what he stands for.
Well, you know something, he's a conservative, he's a libertarian. The Republican Party has shifted far to the right, and Ron Paul still is a mainstream in terms of conservative philosophy. He believes in the Constitution. He believes that liberty, freedom, is the most important thing that is guaranteed by our Constitution. And in terms of foreign policy, he doesn't believe, he says the Cold War is over, that we ought to reevaluate our foreign policy, and that these foreign entanglements, supporting troops all around the world, nation building, is not the proper role of the United States.
And do you think that it is his anti-war stance? I mean, he's been a vocal critic of the Iraq War and has said, I mean, he sounds more like a Democrat when you hear him talking about his war plan. Do you think that that is what has really undermined his numbers nationally with the GOP?
No, I don't think. I think his polling. I think his message is gaining favor. I think people are starting to listen to Ron Paul because if you close your eyes and you listen to all the other candidates, they all sound the same. Ron Paul is a contrast, and that's why his message is important, and it's gaining favor. And that's why he did so well in Iowa. That's why he's looking so good in New Hampshire.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, he was not on America's Newsroom yesterday or today, but we've had him on Fox many times. We appreciate that, and we appreciate you being here with us this morning. Thanks so much.